You're listening to and watching the Fat Bidin Minute Man with me, Aizil, and I'm assuming Zan Azli.
Yep.
This week, we're discussing what is authoritarianism.
Authoritarianism.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so authoritarianism.
Okay, why are we talking about this right now actually?
I think recently the Prime Minister came out to say that
We are not an authoritarian country.
because I think Dr. Mahathir recently said that we're heading towards being a dictatorship like North Korea.
Wait, who said it?
Tuan Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, our fourth Prime Minister.
He said what?
He said we're heading to a dictatorship.
Right.
Okay, so we're going to try if Zan can handle it to discuss what
What is authoritarian?
in under a minute.
Okay.
What you need to know lah.
What you need to know
You would think that just from the word
No.
you would know what it is already.
Yeah.
But
It's not what you need to know in under a minute. It's what you need to know all about authoritarianism in a minute.
yes.
So timer starts
Now.
now.
Okay, so authoritarianism and democracy is not necessarily two separate things or two opposing.
Yeah, it's
kind of opposing.
It's opposing yet not mutually exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a spectrum.
Yes.
So you it's like a between democracy and right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
according to the UN, authoritarian governance
yes.
is described as one ruler or small group of leaders having the real power in the political system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like you may hold like elections and stuff.
But still, that small group of people will hold the power, right?
Yeah, but citizens do not actually have a voice in
They
how
don't have any
ruled.
say in anything.
Yeah. So so no nation falls entirely into either category. Okay, so like a democracy also has like you can be more democratic than another country.
Or less democratic.
Yeah,
so you can be more authoritarian or less authoritarian.
Yeah, so like
Oh, okay, 1 minute.
yeah,
That's all you need to know.
well, technically
That's all you need to know.
technically that kind of is all you need to know. That's the important thing that we want to push out lah.
There were a couple of episodes where we actually got it within a minute, right?
Yeah. So this one like
It's not one of them.
Yeah, this because it's a long list of things. Because okay, so the level of I'm just gonna go on.
Yeah, go on, please. Yeah.
Okay, the level of democracy is judged based on the level of freedom of speech, press, and religion given to the citizens of a country.
Yep.
Though a majority rules, minority rights are preserved.
Yes.
Not taking advantage lah.
Yep.
Varied personal backgrounds of political leaders. Free competitive elections.
I think that's very important.
Yes.
Yeah. Actual elections that actually mean something.
Yeah. The country is ruled by law, where the leaders and citizens are equal in the eyes of the law.
You cannot like that.
Yeah.
I thought you always listen to advice from the political leader.
I don't. Yeah. Surprising lah. Meaningful political participation by citizens. So like not just voting, like you actually so these leaders actually stand for what these citizens want of their constituency and stuff.
Yeah.
Not like the entire party vote one way.
No.
So like,
But how do you do that when it's the parliamentary system that we have is you have the political whip system. You know, I mean, Australia has that, if I'm not mistaken. The UK has that, where if you belong to a political party in parliament, you have to follow the party's whip. That means you have to vote and decide according to the party's wishes, not your own personal or constituents' wishes.
Each country has their own level of democracy that they're at. See, so yeah.
Spectrum.
So among the things that describe authoritarianism, this Spanish sociologist was very influential in describing it. Juan Linza. or is it Juan Lins lah?
Joanne Lindsay.
Okay, so there's limited political pluralism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a basis for legitimacy of the
Emotions.
the rule
Right.
of the group of people based on emotions. So like
This is basically it's explaining the UN categories, huh?
yeah, well,
UN is based on this, is it?
it's very difficult to say because like yeah, it could be based. It's not one based on the other necessarily lah.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah.
But you see a
but
consistency lah.
Yeah, this is how these sociologists decided to define authoritarianism.
Right.
So yeah, so this thing I found it interesting lah. Basis for legitimacy based on emotion, where like the regime identifies its importance based on picking out something as an evil to combat, to fight against.
Right.
Okay, something that's easily recognizable, like a threat to your special rights, maybe.
Oh. You want to consult a lawyer?
Okay, maybe lah. Okay, so, or like a threat, or like things that are against like certain things lah. So the thing is, a lot of things can be defined as an enemy that you have to fight, and we are the necessary government to fight
For that.
fight against a particular threat. Yeah. So basically that's it lah. So Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak recently said that no, we're not
heading towards authoritarian
we are not
government.
an authoritarian government.
Yeah.
We are a parliamentary democracy, is what he said.
Sure, we have that parliament building.
Yeah, so no, see, that's the thing. It is not mutually exclusive
You can't fall totally on that one side of the spectrum
or
the other.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're somewhere in between, whether
Yeah.
more inclined towards this side or more inclined towards the other side.
yeah.
So he can define it however he wants, actually, and
So
other people can define it any way they want.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like a lot of buzzwords are given new meaning based on political strategy in
Yeah.
our country. I don't know whether you realize, like the word liberal has taken on a new meaning here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
It means going to hell.
the progressive
It means going to hell.
has a new meaning here.
Yeah.
So knowing these terms is very important, which
So
is
that
why
you can
want
avoid
talk
going to
about
hell.
yeah, so when you use those kinds of description for
Yeah.
these kind of things, it plays on emotions lah,
Yeah, definitely.
which is
So do you want to go to hell or not?
so so you be the judge lah of so be smart when you're listening to particular rhetoric
Yeah. Decide which
from
hell are you going to?
politicians. Yeah, the hell we're in.
Yep.
Or yeah, slightly better hell where
It's a spectrum, you know.
yeah,
This
it's a
hell thing.
spectrum, yeah, so you want to go to a hell where there's better freedom of speech, press and religion.
Or you want to go to
Better-
hell where it's worse.
Yeah. So yeah, so like yeah, some people would argue, okay, this one I'm just discussing here. Some people would argue, and many commentators have argued in the past, where like authoritarian rule
Authoritarianism.
has its benefits, particularly in a developing country where resources are low and it requires like an iron fist to develop the country faster. But then other commentators argue that, well, there could be low resource level democracies
Well,
that could advance just as quickly.
that's what the defense is for Malaysia, right? You can't have a democracy. The democracy in Malaysia is different because of society.
Yeah, the thing is, well, technically there's the
They've been using that defense for 20, 30, 40 years already.
yeah, I think in the 90s a lot of people
Fell for that.
defended this.
They fell for it. No, I
Because-
wouldn't say defended. I would say they fell for it.
Yeah, because a lot more centralized power was developed in the 90s under
80s actually.
80s and 90s lah. Under
Mahathir.
Dr. Mahathir's rule.
Yeah.
Yeah, under his
Rule.
government, that how to say, that people defended at that time because it pushed for progress. But then authoritarianism is authoritarianism lah.
Yep.
And so I would argue that under meaningful political participation by citizens is not exactly something that is defended here. I mean, like, a lot of people are fighting for it, but we are not necessarily meaningfully participating in the political process in the country.
Agreed.
Yeah. So we are on a spectrum that we have to be aware of, and it's not one way or the other. It's not black and white.
It's not black and white.
It's not red and blue.
But definitely very authoritarian.
Red or blue.
Very, very authoritarian.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. If you stopped at that 1 minute mark, you kind of not listening to what I'm saying now. But you kind of got what authoritarianism is lah. Yeah, so
if you like this episode,
yeah,
please share it with people.
Yeah, if you didn't like it, share it also.
Yep.
Make
sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. The handle is @fatbidin, or go to fatbidin.com.
Yeah. So you've been listening to and watching the Fat Bidin Minute Man with me, Aizil, and I'm assuming Zan Azli.
Yep. So goodbye.
Goodbye.